I'm the co-production lead for a transformation programme which is called Future in Mind, and it's all about the reviewing of the current services available across the city for children and adolescents with mental health issues. And we've worked on many programmes together, haven't we, projects together, but the main one we have been working on is one of the biggest issues that came out of the consultation was that the current level of provision for young people who didn't quite meet the criteria to be referred to the statutory services wasn't high enough. So we've worked with Melissa and the rest of the co-production group to redesign the service and to look at all the aspects within it. And we've included parents and young people all the way along the line, from actually producing a service specification, which is the document we use, which describes the service, what we want to be provided, how we want it to be provided, and how we're going to monitor to evaluate if the service is provided how we would like it to be, all the way through to actually going out to tender. And Melissa and a couple of the other parents have actually created questions to ask for the tender process and have been involved in the decision-making process to which provider would be chosen in the end for the new service.
Yeah, I think we have had quite a lot of involvement right from the beginning of the project. I started when Shirley was doing the consultation around the current service that's provided by the child and adolescent mental health services. And we have been involved at pretty much with every decision so far that's been made. And it's been really, really interesting. I think probably the most interesting thing for me was being involved in the tender panel and getting to write that question and then reviewing the question with the professionals. And it was quite interesting that actually we all had very similar views and we'd all scored the questions quite similarly. But yeah, it's been a very interesting project so far.
The project we've been working on with Lois centres around health services delivered in a city. A particular aspect is transition from children's services to adult services. We've talked about the Ready, Steady, Go programme, which is really exciting. And Lois is fantastic. She's always someone I can speak to very easily. She's down to earth. She gets the parents' perspective. And she's also fantastic on Twitter. She taught me how to use Twitter, it's been such a useful way to engage with health professionals. And so yeah, it's been a really, really useful experience.
I wouldn't just, so we could say this is a project, but I see it differently from Barbara probably, that actually as a manager of children's services in the city, I'm working with Barbara all the time. So everything we do, if we're going to think about redesigning a service or starting a new service, we think about how we can do that together, because absolutely we're providing the service for the children and families. So it has to be what we would like together to see that. So it's more of an approach than a specific project. So everything we do, we try always to meet together and talk about what would be good for us all in the city as we consider providing services for our population of children and young people.
Our main project, since the formation of the co-production group, was really very much around the SEND reforms, obviously, which came in 2014 in September. And I would say our biggest, and I like to think most successful project, has been the local offer. The local offer is, currently we have a website. It's a resource specifically for parents, carers, children, young people, where they can find out hopefully all they need to know to support them as to what is available in the city of Portsmouth, really, for them and their family. And as far as the co-production group were concerned, they were involved with the development, the design, every single aspect of this, right from the onset. And I would think continue to test it out, support it, make suggested amendments to it. And it's been a really rewarding and successful piece of work that's taken up, I would say, been the main focus. Would you Cara say it's been the main
Yeah.
focus of what we've done.
And I think being really parent friendly in everything we've done. So looking at it again as a parent, what would I be looking for? How would I find it? And actually, if it doesn't work, why not? And how can we change it?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, the whole design of the Portsmouth Local Offer website has come purely from parents. It's colourful, it's got pictures, it's quite simple in as much as there's not lots of text, there's not an overload of information. The remit that parents gave the co-production group and the local authority right at the beginning was, we'd like to find what we can within 3 clicks. And we've tried really hard to, in the design of it, we've tried to work towards that and always have that in mind, I think. So, you know, I would say the local offer website has been the biggest project that the co-production group have been involved in as yet.